There's a whole new program called Back to School. Whether you're starting your college or you're coming into a part-time college, Back to School programs, especially for art. If you did not get into your animation program, you weren't good enough, you tried 2 times and you weren't able to get in, you might try the 3rd time. If you're lucky enough, you could get a better score if you really practice. Start saving up on your supplies. And if you have some digital supplies at home, like a tablet, then you're better off than most people. Most people don't even have an animation disc, and they get into animation sometimes the first try. But that's a 4-year program. You have to be prepared to pay back $10,000 plus a dorm, whatever $5,000, $10,000 is, plus food supplies, plus your bus. So there's always more expensive in college. So you got to be careful with those full-time programs. I started part-time. I took part-time drawing, part-time life drawing, and that's how I started at Sheridan. And then I went on to a 1-year program, and then I ended up in another art school by just chance, and I did an art program there. I did not know Sheridan even had an art program, but their art program I think is running 2 years or 3 years, and I don't know if they teach digital or not, but now they might teach a little bit more digital in the art program. So the art program I went to was all printmaking, sculpture, light drawing, painting. So if you're struggling in animation and you're going to struggle in art, these painting supplies are very expensive. Oil painting supplies are expensive. If you want to learn painting like Bob Ross, then that's even more expensive because it's more high-end brushes, high-end paint, and even watercolor for me was expensive when I was going. Watercolor was like $10, $20 a tube. So art has its expenses too, but it's a 3-year program. So Back to School is episode number 1. If you don't get into your animation program, that's the best I could tell you. Don't worry about it. Just start buying your own supplies. Buy your animation books, although you won't get the marking by the teachers, so you'll miss out on that. You might have to find an online support group and pay them money if you have the money to spend, because you don't get credit for it. So that's the best thing I could tell you, to start going part-time, and if you can't go into full-time, take your art fundamental program and you'll be all set for your drawing. So start saving up in your supplies, paints, markers. And this is the first episode, Back to School for Art. Thanks for watching. Most people, they do not get into animation their first, second try, but there are those few that do get in. So I think they mostly pick the younger crowd first, because I see a lot younger people getting picked. So if you don't get in, then you might want to try an art school or even a whole nother art college. So, but you can always get into your art program with the same school if you did not get into the animation program or the illustration program. Don't worry about those. Thanks for watching.